Hi guys, I'm back. It seems that I'm on a roll today, so I'm going to go two. The other one was, how much do you love yourself? And this one, I'm going to read you a small piece out of the book, The Discourse. And this chapter is Preparation for Ascension. I think it's chapter 11. But I thought it was good to do this because it's a continuation of loving yourself. Okay, so here goes. So Alba asks the question. She says, I have a question about that because recently I asked my guides about my work. It's been a very long time since I had a dialogue with them. I was told my voice was what people would recognize in our soul group or in the alignment of those that I work with. Could you please tell me a little bit about that? Because I know my voice is unique and it generates a certain vibration. How does my voice affect some people? I know for some it's like fingernails on a chalkboard. Now, that's a very good question. How does your voice affect other people? So listen to the answer. Your voice is your song. It is your melody. It is your alignment, which is carried through. It is your frequency. Your frequency is your ID. And that ID aligns with all that is. Your frequency changes energetic form depending on which planet you decide to go. Isn't that interesting? So depending whether you would like to be a comet, a human, or any other form, what is it that you wish? But your ID, the identification of who you are, your code, your God code. Well, your God code is encoded in you as an Alba. So whoever's listening to this, guys, whatever your name is, that is your God code encoded as what you are today. And they said also when you were Sasquatch or the blue avian fractal of you, this is very important to understand that whatever form you take, it is your signature. Therefore, those who have had a parallel life with yours, they will then recognize your signature because they recognize your sound, your vibration, which is your frequency. So guys, maybe that's why you feel so comfortable with some people, because you're recognizing each other from parallel life. So she said, okay, wonderful, thank you. You also mentioned you wanted us to chat about association of weekly digestion. What do you mean by that? Why did you get Jill to write that down for us to discuss today? Well, how do humans digest? And what does digestion mean? Are there not some that hold a conversation and then the one says to the other, give me some time. I need to digest that. They need to assimilate it, for they've learned they don't have to be reactive. They do not have to give anybody an answer this red hot minute because the other needs that information or they need to know. And they've put this now in capital letters. No one controls you. You control yourself. You do not allow another to control and hand your them and feel depleted. So isn't that what we just said in the previous video about loving yourself? How much you love yourself, how much self-esteem you get because you love yourself. Then you don't give your power away. That's why it's important to nurture and love yourself. So then you need time to digest the words. And this is the biggest problem with humanity. They are reactive. They think that they have to give an immediate response to any situation. Just look at the drivers behind the wheel in a traffic jam. Immediately, their instant reaction is to put their hand on the hooter, throw their hands in the hair, push full blast. And then when they put their hands out the window, And they do little signs with their fingers. Do they not? Alba says yes. Well, that's what we term reactive. Had they really thought about it, should they have had time to digest the situation, they would realize perhaps there was an accident ahead, or that a traffic light had broken down. There could be many different scenarios. But by gesticulating or adding their noise to it, is that really helping the situation? In actual fact, it's agitating them more, as well as those people around them. So it's a weekly digestion. And what do we mean by association? Is who do you actually associate with on a weekly basis? What have you done for that particular week? Perhaps you can set aside some time on a Sunday evening before your new week starts. For many have meetings set in place, many have children that need to go to particular activities for that following week. So if you take time once a week to have a meeting with yourself and digest not only how you've actually tracked over your last week, but also what you're about to encounter in your new week. Don't be reactive and learn to be. And as Alba says, be the calm in the eye of the storm. It's a very good way to know how you are preparing for ascension. So if you're very reactive, guys, maybe you need a little bit more work. And then they said in capital letters, for when one reacts, one always hands one's power to another. This is a time for holding one's power in a gentle way in self-communion, in holy communion. And that's why we said on a Sunday, do this on a Sunday, because this is generally a day of rest for the humans. We're not really much is expected from them. This vessel, which is your form, it's your energy, it's your God code, is a holy vessel. So when you hold a communion with yourself, guys, when you love yourself, it's holy. It's time to bless yourself for doing everything that self has done to this point. When you do not bless self and thank self, then you are giving holy communal thanks to the all that is for this life, for this current adventure. So before this life terminates, one needs to think about what one has been given. What is one grateful for? What an incredible adventure that one has had. And as one gives gratitude, one reaches the point of ascension quicker and quicker. For as one gives gratitude, one opens the doors to infinite new possibilities. Wonderful. She says, thanks so much. Is there anything else, or do we feel that we've completed today's discourse? Alba, we think this is a very important discourse today. We don't think there'd be anybody listening to this transmission that have not heard our trumpeting. For she's our messenger. She's a messenger from Source to all Source's children, because Source wishes to expand. And as Source expands, so do you all. So they said, what is it that you choose to experience? Hey guys, what is it you're choosing? And what is it that you wish to put into your storybook called your life, your book of judgments or observations? We want all who, once they've finished listening to this transmission, to look into themselves, to look and see where their adjustments need to be made, where the peacemaking needs to occur, where decluttering is required, and spend time with self and honor the body. This piece of cloth, your meat suit, that clothes the energetic field. It does it so that you can experience all that you can be. Go out and experience and expand, find the joy, live in the moment. That's what we said, love yourself. So be it. She said, thank you so much. Who are we chatting with today? Urka. Oh, okay. So what are we going to call the session today? Preparation for ascension. Wonderful. Okay. So that's what it's about. Loving yourself is part of ascension. So if you want to ascend, you've got to be light. And by not loving yourself, you're not really super light, are you? So, and that's why they say lighten up. So I think I'm going to be reading excerpts from this discourse because it just gives us food for thought, and they're not my words, they're my guide's words, and they have such incredible wisdom, and I enjoy reading it. So I'm going to stop recording now and do another posting. Thank you very much again. Love and kisses. Cheers.